An impressive lineup of musicians came together last night for FireAid. 2 venues, the Kia Forum and Intuit Dome in Inglewood, rocked hard with the likes of Billie Eilish, Olivia Rodrigo, Red Hot Chili Peppers, No Doubt, and legends like Earth, Wind and Fire and rocker Joan Jett. Lady Gaga, Stevie Wonder, and California represented hard with Dr. Dre's California Love and Katy Perry's California Girls. You know, there are a lot of heartfelt stories from residents who lost homes, but we're very grateful to have survived, including comedian Billy Crystal, who lost his Palisades home of 46 years, and music icon Stevie Nicks, who credited the North Bay firefighters for saving her home, and the greater part of her neighborhood. Now, in the audience, so many first responders taking a breather, enjoying the music in the crowd. It was beautiful to see. And you know, on the FireAid website, they say that every donation made during the live stream on Thursday night was matched dollar for dollar, which was incredible because at the very beginning of the show, U2, the band U2, made a $1 million donation, which was immediately doubled on the spot.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And I was watching some of the B-roll. Was that Flea?
Yeah.
He's still playing the bass in his Beverly's.
In his Beverly's. He's still doing it. I mean, these older players, they still came out and they went rock the house.
You got to move on to I think the boxer shorts. He's in the boxer shorts age.
No worry, making the thing clean.
Now check this out, family. For the first time in more than 25 years, the U.S. Food and Drug Administration has signed off on a new type of pain reliever. The drug, which will be sold under the brand name Jornavax, is a 50 milligram prescription pill that's taken every 12 hours after a larger starter dose. Now, the drug maker says that the medicine creates no euphoria or high like opioids sometimes can. So doctors believe that there's no potential for it to lead to addiction or dependence.
You know, I think that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Because, you know, I mean, we do have in the country an opioid problem.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people are addicted to that. So
Absolutely.
How is it different from opioids?
Well, opioid medications dull the sensation of pain in the brain, but this new drug is a sodium channel blocker and works by preventing pain signal nerves around the body from even firing off in the first place. So the drug maker says it's set a wholesale cost is about $16 per pill, and says patient assistance programs will be available. But you know, there's one guy who I think might want to try this new painkiller. Comedian and actor Pete Davidson. The SNL star has, for the last 4 years, been removing his tattoos, almost all 200 of them. I know.
He's counting right now.
Cool, like, look like tats. Yeah. So here he is with his tats. This is back in 2020. He made the decision to get sober, looked at himself, and he didn't like what he saw. So on top of that, he came to love acting, and it would be a 3-hour cover-up session every single time he was getting ready for the camera. So he began the very painful and expensive process of tattoo removal. Now, Davidson described the process as, quote, horrible, adding they got to burn off a layer of your skin, and then it has to heal for like 6 to 8 weeks. You can't go out in the sunlight. And then he said, then you got to do that 12 more times. You guys want to see his progress so far?
Sure.
Yeah, here we go. Here it is.
Wow.
Yep. And word is he spent over $200,000 on tattoo removal so far. Now, he said he'll keep maybe about 2 or 3 that are deeply meaningful to him. Other than that, everything else is going to go. And talking story with Kumu, you know, but all your tattoos are meaningful, that's why, right?
You have to have meaning.
Yeah.
There has to be some kind of intent and some kind of pilina.
Yeah.
And pilina to the aumakua, pilina to the akua. The symbols are very, very sacred. And for us, it is our connectedness. And so when we put the kakao, since we're in Mahina Olelo, Hawaii, yes, it is something that is very sacred.
Sacred and significant. I mean, you saw on his body, he had like Pooh Bear and Tweety Bird and, you know, that kind of stuff. So, wow, very painful process, but, you know, it's going to be meaningful for him.
It's got to be intentional, like Kumu said. So we don't expect him to be removing any of those.
Oh, no. Everything means something. It's all his story. This is Moku Auhau.
Moku Auhau, and Mo'o Olelo story, history.
Yes.
All right, mahalo for that, Lena girl. All right, once again, today is National Scotch Tape Day. So our Yuso Ako, my question has to do with that. When did 3M engineer Richard Drew invent Scotch tape? Was it 1825, 1875, 1925, or 1975? Kumu, what's your guess?
No idea.
Go ahead, you guess. A, B, C, or D.
I go for A.
Okay, what about you, Nino?
He's going back into the Wakahiko over
Yeah,
there.
1825.
I'm gonna say 1925.
So Kumo says 1825, you say 1925. All right, let's see.
do it. Let's come
Who's
on,
got
let's
it? Nina girl got it, 1925. Of course, if you knew the answer, you so akamai.
Akamai loa.
Coming up, we got some shakas and shout-outs.
That's right. Here's a quick one, and it's kind of a reminder too. Shakas and shout-outs to Mahino Olelo Hawaii.
Yeah.
Celebrate Hawaiian Language Month with 2 big events coming up tomorrow.
Ooh. It's Olaka'i at Olaka'i Ko'olau at Windward Mall in Kaneohe from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. You can enjoy entertainment, games, shopping, dining, and a whole bunch more.
And then pop on over to the west side for Makahiki Makapole for Makahiki games, activities, and more great music. The best part is both events are free and open to the public. Whether or not you can Olelo Hawaii, just come learn, come enjoy. We'll be right back.